So in today's video, I want to show some reporting options. So if you open up your QualCoder project, I've got one which is a test project. So under the reports setting, there's a whole range of reports. Now, the first one is coding reports, which is probably the main one that people might want to use. And you have options to select files. You have options to select particular cases and options to select some or many codes as a part of your report creation. So if I select all the codes within the abilities category, and if I select all of the files here and run the report, oh, also the coder name is blank. I haven't picked a particular coder, so that means all coders are chosen. I'll click on Run. So the search parameters are detailed up the top here. All coders, particular codes are selected there or shown there. All the files I have selected are shown there. And underneath is the results. So we can see that some of text results have been shown here in the docx format. So one word was coded in file ID 1 and assigned to the code soccer playing by coder default, and so on. So it's listed by text files first. We then have image selections that we've chosen. This is from the Unsplash image, assigned to player satisfaction. And towards the end here, we have got a couple of audio video selections where we've selected segments, in this case, 12-second segment of the video. Now, each of these sections of information can be viewed in context. So we right-click on View, and we can see that in that particular file, that selection of text is highlighted, just to show the selection in context. With image selections, I just don't want to copy to clipboard. I want to view in context. And so that selection there with that code of player satisfaction was assigned to that image selection within that image. And lastly, with the audio video, if you want to view, and this also plays the audio video, this is the first 12 seconds of the video. And it opens and plays that selection of video. We can restrict selections with the use of certain words. I won't do that right now. We can only show those that are marked important, and we'll run that. So this one section that we selected with an important mark is now shown down below. Restrict our file selections and case selections based on attributes. So I can't remember what attributes I have. So if I go to manage files, let's say we just want to look at interview sources. So we go reports, coding reports. We'll restrict our file selection to the source equaling interview, which I think was ID 1 and ID 2 in the list of options that were in the file management panel. So we restrict it by attributes, and maybe we'll want to select, just use control. Maybe we want to select everything. I'm using holding the control button down and helping to select all of those codes there. We run, and the results should be restricted to those two files based on the file attribute with a source equaled interview. Okay, so to look at the case matrix, currently this is not enabled. We have to select cases to use this function. We'll select our 3 cases in our case list. We'll select all the codes and categories that are listed in the codes tree, and I'll run the search. So the search gets split into multiple screens. I'll just hide this for the moment. The first panel is what we normally see when we get a result set from our search. And the second panel is a matrix where each heading across the top is a top level category, because we've chosen top categories. And each row is a case name. So we've got ID1, ID2, and ID3. Within each of these, we have got the results split in this kind of way. And again, we can view each lot of this information in context of the original file. So view in context, right click, view in context, press click, and it shows that in context of the original file. So we can move that back, we can move that back to show our original search settings. So we can do this by top categories, by categories, so we have categories within categories, and by the individual code. Okay, so the next thing is there's additional settings to report on memos and annotations. Currently it's set to none. I'll select all files, and we've selected all codes and categories there. So we can select code text memos, all memos, or annotations. We'll select annotations across files. These will only be applied to text files, and we'll see what annotations we have. So we have across various files that details the file name and the position within the file. The text of much is annotated with nothing. These are rough examples, so they don't have much meaning. We have code text memos. So we'll search for all of the abilities codes across all files, and it will get the results of the coded sections. But within those codings, we can also highlight the coded memo, which is shown here and here. The other option is that we can have all memos, and not just coded text memos, but memos that are assigned to files and other portions of and other stuff. So I'll run that. We have all the coded memos, and we have file memos. We can, now that we have our results, we can export in various options shown here.